Should Ruben Amorim change his system? Manchester United travels to Liverpool in what looks like an impossible job this weekend. But what exactly should this new boss do if he's going to get any slight chance against the hottest team in European football? My name is Webb. Welcome to the United of Sport. Here we are looking ahead to what's coming on Sunday. A tough game in arguably the most hostile environment for any Man United footballer to visit, especially if we are playing the worst football we can ever play. 14th on the pile, guys, we cannot get lower than this, and a loss would mean we are edging there. United is currently 7 points off relegation. Guys, we cannot be flirting with relegation more than this. Now, guys, and I've heard people say a lot of things. Some people are suggesting Ruben Amorim should be changing his system, that the back three doesn't work, 3-4-2-1, should go to a back four, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, guys, you forget so fast. For starters, Ten Hag changed his system just 2 games into his time at Man United. From what he was brought to play, what we saw at Ajax, that impressed everyone, to come in and feel this is the right guy. Changed it after 2 games because the players were not good enough. And where is he now? You can go back to Louis van Gaal. Van Gaal also changed, started with a back 3, changed to a back 4. What happened? Where is he now? Listen, you don't bring in a coach trusted and known and identified for a particular system, and just because your players are too slow to adapt to his system, you expect him to change the whole of it. He can tweak around how they play, but they should play the system he's known for, or that attracted the club to him in the first place. So for me, the debate of him changing his system just because you are playing a mighty Liverpool is not there. In any case, these players cannot shine in any system. They have tried all systems. They have failed. It's a thing of trusting the system is brought in and hoping he can get the right players to fit into it, or try to teach these players to play that system. But away from that, I think he can tweak something in terms of personnel. And I've been thinking and overthinking, and I'm sure even after today, tomorrow I'll be back here and I'll think again. I'll have more ideas. But the first thing I thought about is that man on the screen, Lisandro Martinez. And if United is going to have any chance against this high-flying Liverpool, Lisandro Martinez is going to be one of the very important players in the game. He's going to turn up. When Lisandro Martinez stands up, he makes us look good. You saw how he turned up against Man City, and against all odds, we won the game. I think Martinez has got to turn up, but I'm debating where Martinez should be. In the event that we have the lethal Martinez we know we can potentially have, if it's the butcher who we have with his machetes, does he then play in the back line, in the back 3, trying to add to the people who are trying to tame the high-flying Mo Salah? Because Salah flies from his wing. Now, do you want Lisandro Martinez to be the one trying to deal with Mo Salah, supported by the wing-back, maybe Dalot, who will probably be the one starting there? That can work, because then you're banking on the experience of Lisandro Martinez to try and tame the experienced Mo Salah. It makes sense, but the other battles that we certainly know we always struggle with in Man United are in the middle. And you cannot win against a team that has Gravenberch playing at the level he plays, that has the McAllisters of this world running through the middle with mediocre midfielders, and you think you've got a chance. We had 2 32-year-olds playing in the middle in our previous game against Newcastle, understandably, because it was a situation. No Ugarte, they're who we had. But you expect that all factors constant, it's Ugarte and Kobe Maino who will be starting in the middle to play against the midfield of McAllister and Gravenberch, who are playing football of their lives. And you're thinking maybe that may not match, enough, level up enough. How about us thinking of pushing? And whereas Kobe had a good game, and I keep saying, if Kobe can play, if we can be sure that Kobe will play the way he played when he came on for Zagzi in the Newcastle game, maybe there is a chance. But you see, he's still a bit too calm and too slow to match the robustness at Anfield. But how about you play? But Kobe went there at Anfield and, by the way, bossed them. If you recall, last season, he did go there and played good football. But how about if we push Lisandro Martinez in the middle with Ugarte, and then have another defender, let's say Maguire on the left, have Delete in the center, and Mazraoui drops back to the back 3. So you have a back 3 of big bodies in Maguire, Mazraoui, and and delete, or if you want to match the pace, because again there the question would be Harry Maguire's pace, can he manage Mo Salah? Okay, if you don't want to trust Harry Maguire, then put Lenny Yoro there, because he adds a bit of pace. He's not really your most fast player as well, but he's more physical and younger perhaps than Harry Maguire, if that's what you want to bank on. But I would prefer, by the way, I mean, against Mo Salah, I would prefer Maguire with his size and experience to try and tame him. But put that back three and add Lisandro Martinez to the middle. Then let Diogo Dalot be the inverted wing back on the left, because he's who we have. I mean, it's not like he's the best, but among what we have, put him there. And let his instructions be, don't give so much going ahead. Just try to support whoever is playing on the left-hand side of the back three, either Maguire or Lenny Yoro, or whoever it is. Support them in taming Mohamed Salah. So that at any one point, when Mohamed Salah has got the ball, there are two players surrounding him. That's how you can slow him down. And just tell your players to emphasize man-to-man marking, not zonal marking. Zonal marking against a team like Liverpool will get us beat. We cannot. We saw the same mistakes against Newcastle. It doesn't work. Mark them man-to-man. Now, if we do that and then push Ahmad on the wing back, because here's the thing. If you have Ahmad on the wing back, Andy Robertson is going to be tamed a bit, because you know Andy Robertson is good at coming at you and swinging them crosses. Andy Robertson will be tamed by Ahmad, because Ahmad will keep asking so many questions going forward. And Ahmad is disciplined. If you tell him to go and return, not lose his marker, he certainly will. He's a hard worker. So put Ahmad on wing back. Then if you've got Bruno is back in the game, certainly he will be there as the number 10. Now put Bruno and Kobe as the two number 10s behind Højlund. And this time, let the instructions to Højlund be clear. He's not expected to drift a lot into the wide spaces, because many a time against Newcastle, and I think other games we've seen, Højlund is always caught in the wrong places. He should be the target man, but he's finding himself away from the goal, far away, trying to go and be the one now seeking the ball in the wide areas, in the wide spaces ahead of the wing back, instead of him being in the middle, so that players like Kobe or the 10s will go there and get the ball and feed him as the 9. So you find a situation where you're having Kobe standing in the number 9 position, while Højlund is the one on the wing seeking the ball, and you're thinking, well, how is he going to score goals from that area? That's why Man United look like they create chances, but they are not lethal. They are not threatening chances, because of the mispositioning of most of our players, especially the guys who should be scoring the goals. So I think that for me is something that needs to be worked on by Ruben Amorim. I'm hoping that he has used these days to work on it. But another thing could be, and of course that for me is what I would do, but I'm no coach, and I do know for a fact that it's very difficult to think that Amorim will bite the bullet and play Lisandro Martinez as a midfielder. So most probably you're going to see a midfield of Ugarte and Kobe. And let's now plan with that. If you have Ugarte and Kobe in the middle, then maybe put Garnacho there. Let Garnacho start with Bruno as the two number 10s behind Højlund. And I know I say this with pain, because again, looking at what we have, what are the options? Because the thing with Garnacho is, if you put him there and, like I said, you instruct Dalot not to really focus on going forward, but mostly to support in dealing with Mo Salah, support Martinez, who then will have dropped back into the back three, to support him in dealing with Mo Salah and Trent, then Garnacho will keep Trent at bay, because Garnacho is a talented player who is a threat. Whenever you keep Garnacho there and tell him to focus more on the opposition half, not worry about returning a lot. He can come and return in bits, but don't make him think a lot about coming back. Then trust me, we'll be able to slow down the right wing, which is the most lethal part of Liverpool, their right wing. Because if you have Mo Salah and Trent behind, we know what Trent can give you going forward and when he adds to the midfield. But if Trent knows there is Garnacho, he knows what Garnacho can do. He cannot leave him. So he will keep him there, so that Dalot and Lisandro Martinez will only have to deal with Mo Salah, and maybe we'll have a chance in winning that battle. So my thinking is, Amorim has got to handle this game in bits. Decentralize roles and don't play a general thing. Decentralize roles. That for me would be a game plan, because there are games that we've played and it looked like there is no clear game plan that we have. So for me, the game plan should be to slow the intensity of their right wing, of Mo Salah and Trent. How? Let Garnacho, if he's going to start, be the one keeping him there, because they know whenever he gets the ball, he can be a threat. So keep him there. Let Dalot and the left back Martinez be the ones to deal with Mo Salah. Ugarte and Kobe in the middle, let them be disciplined as they can come. Mazraoui and the back three with Delete or Maguire, let them be disciplined in the back, and let Amad Diallo be the one tracking Andy Robertson and swinging on that wing, and then keep Bruno the 10. And of course, Bruno keeps roaming because he has got the energy and even he's rested now. But let Bruno and Garnacho and of course Højlund be in their position so that they can at any time cause some bit of threat to Liverpool. We cannot let Liverpool come at us. The problem would be if Amorim again goes to having defenders in Mazraoui and Dalot for wing backs and playing again the same way too defensively, and invite Liverpool to come at us so much without us trying to do something the other way. It's going to be difficult because you can't contain them for 90 minutes. You can't. They are too effective. They are too confident. They're in the form of their lives. They will leave us for dead. It will be another 7-0 molding like it was for Erik ten Hag in 2023. So again, this is now just, and I'm not saying that would give us a win. I'm saying it would give us a chance. We are looking at ways of getting a chance against arguably the hottest team in Europe. Guys, it's a difficult place to deal with these players. My name is Webb. I'll be back later, of course, with more transfer news and a preview of this big game at Anfield.